Lecture by CYC Chen Cynthia. You can pause anytime you need. 你可以随时按下暂停键。Make sure have your tools ready. Okay, so today we are going to do the sketch. So you need to have your dry media paper and your sketch pencil. So we can start with the HB. So today we are going to do the sparrow, the bird. So we can learn how to do the wings, the feather, alright? Because the sparrow is a little bit more detailed, so we have to break down our paper into 9 boxes. So I have to divide the paper into 3 columns. Okay, and just eyeball it about. Very light because it's just helping us to find the place. So they are almost the same, but not exactly the same size, okay? Just almost. So first of all, we have to find the head. The head is right on this corner. Oval. Body. So you have to check where is the head, where is the body. Right here, just very light oval. So the head is crossing 2 lines, not crossing 2, crossing 1 line, and below this one. And the body is crossing 2 lines. One is shared with the head, one is a line below. Okay, so let me clarify how big it should be. It's right here. Okay, then that is where's the tail inside this box. Okay, the wing is from here all the way up and stop, and the other one is all the way up and stop. So we got our sparrow right here. Okay, and the wings from here going down, touch the line, a curve shape all the way back to touch the body right here. So from here on the other wings, curve and touch. So you have to compare the 9 boxes for your layout. Okay, so now I can see my sparrow can fit inside my paper. I'm not cutting the tail, I'm not cutting the wings. I keep everything inside my paper and it just locates on the center of the paper, not close to the right or left, the middle. So I balance my picture. Then I finish the layout. So I can move on to the next step, the shape and the detail. Okay, so we are going to do step by step. I will going to do the head, then body, and the tail. The wings will be the last part. Alright, so we were going to zoom in to see the face first. Okay, so you can use 2B, but make sure the 2B pencil is sharp enough to do the detail. Okay, so first right here, a little bit lower. So the head is not the oval. From here, a little bit like diagonal, a curve, then I follow the oval. See, the back here is not follow the oval, it looks like the diagonal. All the way until here, I follow the oval and stop right here. Okay, then I'm going to add in the big curved ends. Right here. Okay, they don't have the big, so don't make it too long. Okay, double line. That's the detail. And the bottom part right here, a little bit here, and the chest pops out and go back. See? The bottom straight down a little bit, the chest pops out and all the way going down to touch the oval we have. Okay, and from here the middle part. See, here has something tricky right here. That's where's the feet. Okay, then continue. That's where's the tail. Furry tail, the buds first. Right, then we're moving down to do the tail. So it is the feather straight, curve, a little bit broken shape, and back. One more time. So you can add something looks like this. Okay. You don't have to add this for all of them. Make sure the tail looks like the triangle, the top part like the dress. See, all the tails are different. It's not the shape different, it's the size different. Some feather is behind, so it will be covered more, so it will look smaller. Right, it covered more. Some feather is more showing out because it has nothing to cover it. Okay? Then we finish the tail. Now we are making the wings right here. So here has a triangle right here, but it's not a straight triangle, it's made by the feather. So we have to do something looks like this, very small, and they're random. Even we brush our hair, the hair won't look like the same for each single one, right? So the same as the bird. Okay, so we will do the detail after. We just finished the basic outline. Then we are going to have the wings. So breaking down looks like this. Looks like it's a race from the shoulder. So all the line has to going back to the shoulder. All the line is going back to the shoulder. They actually like the 1-point perspective, right? All the wings, all the feather is going back through the shoulder. So the shoulder is the vantage point. Okay, so then other wings right here. Same thing, we will have the triangle. And it's too dark. Okay, I have to make it a little bit brighter. Same thing. Right, and we separate the wings. Remember, all the line have to going back to the shoulder. All the lines going back to the shoulder. Okay, so the shape should look like this. We haven't done the detail yet. We only do few of them, but we haven't actually done yet. Okay, so now take your time to see anything that you need to fix. Then you can start to remove the pencil like that. We don't need it to clarify them. We don't need the brick anymore. Okay, so we keep using the same pencil, 2B pencil, and we are going to add in the detail from the head body, tail, then the wing. Okay, so we just finished the shape. Now we are working on the detail. So let me zoom in. Let's see, where's the eye? So the eye is pretty close to the beak. It's right here, okay? So the eye, look at here, is curved. Not too big. It's not the circle, so it usually looks like this. Curve, curve. So the front and the back looks a little bit pointed, but they are not just like the leaf, but slightly. Okay? And we have to do it like the double trim. So you have to make sure your pencil is super sharp, so you can do the neat work. Very light, and the highlight. Okay, then the sparrow has some pattern. It's brown and black, and the black pattern is most of the time is around the eye. See, I didn't add the pattern look so smooth. I just adding some fur. Okay, same thing on the bottom. It's under the eye until I touch the beak, and on top of the beak right here. Okay, and I have one spot right here, and the black color under the beak on the chest. Okay, then you don't have to do exactly the same because it's very random. It has some spots, but it's black, so I just adding them there, so I know that's something around. All right, then adding some fur. Adding some fur. Now we are working on the feet. So when they fly in, they will have their cross down. See the detail I made? Even they are small, they still have the cross. All right? Then we have something to fix on the chest. Remember, we are making the bird and they are fur leaf. So nothing looks like the straight line. So I'm adding some fur. It's very random. Nothing looks organized. So exactly we are doing something on the head as well. Some, adding some fur, and remember, don't make the line too long. They are not the cats or the lions. The hair, the fur should be very short, so just adding a bunch of the small line, that's it. And random pattern. Okay, so we're done with the head and the body. Now we are working on the tail. The tail has some texture because it's the feather. So we're just adding a bunch of the small diagonal lines. Looks like this, the diagonal lines. Okay, see? I have one center line, just like the leaf. The thing from the natural, they're almost similar to each other. Okay, so it should look like this now. Okay, So the wing is a little bit tricky because the wing has most detail. And let me zoom in so you won't misunderstood, because there are too many small things. Okay, I think that's big enough. Alright, so first we have to double line on top. That is the bone, structure of the bone. Okay, and we have lots of feather and they're very small. So again, don't make them look too organized. Sometimes they have to be long, sometimes they have to be short. And with the layers, so we finish the first layer and we keep adding it all the way down. Okay, so it will look like this. So now I'm doing the wing on the other side. We are doing the same, follow the same direction. Going up. Looks like that at the end. Alright, so now we are going to do the big part of the wings. So we will do it step by step. So remember, we just adding the thing looks like the fan. So each column presents one feather. So that's it. It looks like this. Each column presents one feather. So your feather is about the size that we made. So you can over it a little bit, but don't over it too much or even shorter. They're about the same. Okay, so you have to do it all the way down onto the bottom. The same on the other side. Okay? When you're done with the wings, you have to check it. So the middle part should be the longest. Then the top will be the middle. The shortest one is on the bottom. Okay, so you have to check. Is the feather at the middle of the wings are longest than the top? And the shorter will be the bottom one. Okay, so when you check it and everything looks okay, now you can remove the line that we don't need it. Okay, so remember the wings and the tail are similar, so they have the texture. All right, so just like adding the leaf, the texture of the leaf. See, I'm adding some detail. Looks like the broken part, like I did for the tail. Remember, right bottom here. So I'm adding some there, but don't add it too much. Okay, we just add a few of them. And all the way down, and same thing for the other side. Okay, so feel free if you want to shading. So if you want to color, we will start with the darkest color. So you can use 4B. Okay, and since our black color, the black area are very small and teeny, so I'm going to make sure my pencil is sharp enough. So when you start to color the black color, the beak and the eye need a highlight because that's something shiny. So you have to leave some white space, just like this. See, I leave some white space on the top here and the line in between the beak. Okay, so the same for the eye. You have to color it a little bit like dark, medium, and light. And we are not color the trim, we color outside the trim. Line looks like this, like the real hair. To color all the darkest color first, then we will color the brown, and the stomach will be the brightest. So more texture you have, that can make your bird looks even more real. Alright, so when we finish, I think we finished all the black color because there's nothing looks black on the wings, because the pattern is on the other side of the wing, so we won't see it. Then you can switch the pencil to 2B. So we are moving back to the 2B. And we are adding the lines like this. Very short. We are not color. We're just adding the bunch of the lines and very short. You have to follow the direction. Where's the head looks go? And you have to follow the direction. It's moving down and it's moving down. Something below. Okay, then we leave the stomach a little bit bright, but we are going to color the back. Same thing, we're adding the lines to show the bird is furry. See, remember I told you the stomach is the brightest part, so we don't add the light too much there. We're just adding few of them. I will do a little bit darker under the beak because that's the shadow. Shading a little bit on the beak, the feet, the tail. Okay, and the tail will be a little bit darker. So I can separate the feather from the tail and the buds they have. It looks like this. Just like the pattern we made. So something below, so you're going to see the shadow a little bit. Okay, so it looks like this for now. Okay, then the wings is a little bit tricky, but we just add in a few shadow in between. It's very random. I just choose some of the feather to add in the shadow under it. Some feather looks a little bit stem up. The same on the other side. But because I want my head is a little bit more stem up, so I make my wings a little bit darker on the other side here, so I can see my head is on top. Alright, I can see it is on top. And the feather, we are going to add in some shadow. Used to be. Just on the top here a little bit. Don't make the shadow too dark, because this side of the wing should be a little bit like the light brown, and because the feather is very thin, so the light will go through it, so it will look even a little bit brighter. They are not white, but if they are not dark, even they are the browny color. But because the feather is something bright, something light, so the light is go through it, then that make the color looks a little bit lighter. So that's everything for today. We learned about the feather for the bird and we know how to do the texture like the wings. Alright, so you can sign the name and write down the date. When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，跟写上日期。Don't forget to take a photo of your drawing and send it to us. 不要忘记帮你的作品拍上照片寄给我们哦。And don't forget to clean out the table before you go. 不要忘记清洁你的桌子哦。Bye bye, see you next time.